Hello again. Video 2 for today is clutch 25 and it's a sunrise clutch. So the father is an amelanistic tessera head castani sun-kissed sunrise, and he also proved out head striped. He was pos head striped. He was also 50% pos head annery, but that did not prove out. But I'm not too sad about it, because he also had castani, and castani and annery really look alike as baby. Well, not really, but if they are both in the mix, it can be annoying. The mom is a red factor amelanistic tessera, head sunrise annery striped. So everything will be at least amelanistic. All the tesseras you will see after this will all be possible super tesseras, but to keep the video shorter, I won't say that every baby is a possible super tessera, but they're also on the morph list labeled like that. And of course everything will be, if it's not a sunrise, 66% pos head sunrise and striped as well, and 50% pos head castani, sun-kissed, annery, and still possible hypo. So a lot of genetics going on, but enough talking. Let's go look at these cool, really bright looking red babies. So we start off with, well, basically an amelanistic male, but well, the mom is a red factor. It's really difficult to see in amelanistics anyway, because they are so bright red, but it could be yeah, because sunrise is involved, or the red factor, but at least they are pretty red. But yeah, I will just label them as amelanistic, because yeah, they are an outcrossed red factor, so I don't know how red they will be as adults. Although yeah, if you see this, they are pretty red. But yeah, don't confuse this for like, I don't know, a reverse OKT, or I don't know, high white, or however you want to call it. So yeah, genetically it is maximum red factor amelanistic. But yeah, like this one, yeah, it is quite light in the background and really red saddles. But yeah, it's not an OKT or whatever. By the way, these are 3 males in a row. So this is male number 3. Then we go to the tesseras. That could be supers. This is male number 1. So basically what I'm trying to say, like, yeah, if you just want an amelanistic, then yeah, you can get these. But if you want one that becomes even redder and cooler than normal, then these are basically the ones you should get. Every amelanistic is red, of course, but there is definitely a difference also as adults. Then we have a bunch of females. So this is female number 1. And yeah, if you don't like genetics, or you don't understand genetics, that's also fine. If you then just think, oh, but this looks nice, that's the most important, of course. So just pick a snake that you like by look. This is female 2. They are all hiding. Female 3 with a nice palish tail. Female 4, that's more towards the orange. Well, maybe it is sort of an ugly sunrise, but I don't think so. Then we have female 5. And female 6. Well, then we also have some striped stuff. This is a male, and he is really nicely cubed. So genetically, this is a striped. There was also on my Facebook post, somebody replied with a cubed motley. It was yeah, talks about, but yeah, cubed motley is also just selective breeding for a certain look, and it's the same with this. So genetically, this is an amelanistic striped, but yeah, the pattern looks cubed, but yeah, it is sort of selective breeding. But it can also be random, because well, this is male number 1, and then there's a female, and it's yeah, no cubed at all. So it's not that I bred this line for yeah, cubed or whatever, of course. So sometimes it just pops up. This is female, yeah, the female, which could be a tessera. To be honest, I'm pretty sure it is a tessera, but compared to the other female, that is definitely a tessera. So she is way more yeah, patternless. So this is for sure a tessera. With the other one, yeah, you might get tessera in there, but I'm not 100% sure, so I don't want to sell it as that. But then we go to the sunrise. Well, sunrise is not super popular anymore. A couple of years ago they were yeah, way more known. But well, everybody, well, hopefully at least if you see this compared to this, I think everybody can see the color difference. So the normal one here is just bright red. And what sunrise does is, as babies, they basically have less red. That's why they are so pale looking. And the older they get, the redder they get. So they get more and more red pigments. I will show the other ones now. This was a male. This is a female, which is even cooler. So yeah, if you, they are really pale. They are really missing some red pigments. Don't confuse this with a colorful snow, because it's not. It is an amelanistic. But yeah, it is really cool. But yeah, they don't stay like this. They only become brighter and darker red with age. So if you really like this look, unfortunately they don't stay like this, which is a shame, because I really like them like this as babies. I even told Nicola, like, shall I keep one again? But I shouldn't. But well, I will show you the last one, which I really like. But let's check. This is a male sunrise amelanistic Tessera, which is a little redder already. I think it was this one that's also really bright and pale. Yeah, this one's also really cool. I'll try to get some natural light on there as well. Choop. So yeah, it just looks strange in a good way. So yeah, it's, if you would want to buy a amelanistic sunrise male, yeah, number 2 is way cooler, of course. So I would go for him if he's still available. Then we also have a female, which already has a really bright red head, but especially towards the tail she gets pale. And then the last one is a male that made it a bit easier, because if it would be a female, then maybe she would have stayed. Because yeah, it's just so soft. It almost reminds me a bit towards opal or so. But yeah, it's not the case, of course, genetically. But it's a male amelanistic sunrise Tessera striped. So yeah, that is pretty cool. I'm trying to get some more natural light on there. So yeah, if they stayed like this, then yeah, I would breed way more of them. But yeah, unfortunately, well, that sounds bad, but they become cool as adults. But just keep in mind, if you buy any of the sunrise and you get them, for instance, at the Ham show in September or the Houten show in September, they have like 1 or 2 extra shades, and then they will look way more normal amelanistic, because yeah, the red is now here, and then in a couple months it is at normal level, and then it becomes more and more red. But yeah, after about half a year to a year, you really think like, what did I buy? It's just an amelanistic, but it's not. You see now how they look as hatchlings. So yeah, if you get one and you get them in a couple months, then yeah, you can just see how they develop. So, well, get in touch if you want any of them. Also, if you want any of the simpler amelanistics, because they look just cool as pets, of course, as well. Or if you are really lucky with genetics, you can have like many genetics in one snake, of course. So, you know where to find me.